Hey everyone, this is Morag, an anagram of Mr. Og. That's me, Boom Boom. But she's a Pict, and you can tell she's a Pict because there's a white line going up her chin, heading north towards the middle of the woad. Boom Boom. Terrible pun. Right. I'm going to do some settings. Alright. Nighttime speed. Oh, looks like I've already done that. Alright, okay. Let's resume. Take your first steps. Okay. So you search for supplies. Oh. And we eat. Yum. And we drink. That says refill your water skin. Now, while I'm doing this, just take that up. Right. So what I do now, normally, is eventually we're going to be heading to a lighthouse. There's one there, which is nice, but the one I want is somewhere else. So right, let's refill these water skins. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Use that one. And sort it out to heaviest first. Huzzah! Right, that says gather plant fibre. There's two ways you can do this. You can either check all the dead bodies and little bushes. Oh, right. Or my bad, hang on. Or go under the water and just press E to your heart's content, or your breath wears out. Right. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be getting plant fibre, bits of stone, wood and branches all along the beach and under the water until I get to that lighthouse there at the eastern tip, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'll pause it here and I'll see you when I'm at the lighthouse. Won't be too long. Okay then, here we are at the eastern tip of this lighthouse. Now why would I decide to get to this place? Very simple. It's craft and wear clothing. I mean look, it's got such a lovely chunky body with all sorts of nice bits, and they say cover it up with clothes. Okay, well go. Nice pair of gloves. I'll spend attribute points. Okay. And shout out to Annabriella, because basically I'm going to go for 10 points in expertise, just so that I can have the efficient harvest. You can't see it actually written here as such, but it says final hit when harvesting grants twice as many resources. And it doesn't seem like much, but it does make a difference. Craft a bedroll. Okay. One bedroll. Oh. Right. Now, the eastern tip. Why the eastern tip of this lighthouse? Well, it says gather stones now. So just run around here and they go, oh, there's one. And you go, oh, there's another. And another. And another. And another. And another. This is for beginners, you know, if you actually start in a game. And then it says gather branches, so just carry on the way you were going. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One for luck. Oh, and craft a stone pick. Okay. Might as well have a hatchet too. And a cleaver. A skinning knife. And some rough wraps just in case you get hurt. Excuse me. Harvest stone with your pick. Craft a stone weapon. Yeah. We could do. But I think we'd better climb up this lighthouse first, and at the same time we can admire Morag's bottom as she climbs, which is a thing. I put a Pictish character very similar to this in Dungeons and Dragons, and I sort of described that she was pretty sort of like well built and everything like that, and at the time she was bending over doing something and just turned around and said, "Are you staring at my bum?" I didn't know what to say. Oh, hello. Alright, okay. So yeah, because I just remembered it's gonna get icky. Yeah. I knew it. Right. Oh, come on! Don't be a silly cow. Just wants to show off her bottom. Right. Right. Wait for your stamina to come back before you do that sort of stuff. Okay. Incidentally, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed, but as soon as you as much as start to climb, that immediately costs you 20 stamina points. I only noticed that the other day. And only because my brain was going at a totally different speed. Right. No. So, what we got in here then? Oh, what's that? I'll guarantee this will be Violet or Violet. That's the language. There you go. Oh, sorry. Vilayet. Seems to be some sort of bug in the program. Whenever you climb up here and it's got that language dictionary, it's always the same. Right, what we got here? a nice hatchet, a nice debris. I'll tell you what, we'll take a lot. A nice hatchet and a nice debris. Right. Right, let's craft some stone weapons. No, let's not, because we've got to learn how to make them first. Five knowledge points, 5 weapons. But luckily they're freebies, so it doesn't matter. So our first stone weapon will be a bow. And 1 lot of arrows. Oh great, they got to stay. And then we'll have a shield. Because nothing says confident archer like an archer with a shield. And we have Angar's favourite, the pokey stick. And if he's going to call a pike a pokey stick, I'm going to call a stone club or any mace type thing a clonky stick. And we'll have some daggers for now. Super. And it says slay an enemy. Well, we could do, but what I'm going to do is switch to the archer journey step, because I've crafted a bow and I have arrows. Right. Try not to scrape your nipples on the way down, please. Oh! Right. So we get the old bow out and we see that doggy and we go dog's dead. We've completed that journey step. We have also no further use for these flint head arrows, because we now have iron head arrows, 50 of them, instant upgrade. So I think we'll skin that dog. Where was I? Oh yeah. Skin that dog so we can actually have rawhide bedrolls, because they use less resources. Super. There we go, journey step. We'll go back to Island Survivor. Slay an enemy. So we get the old daggers back out. Oh no! Oh! The amount of times I've messed the dodge up, and now all of a sudden I've got to heal myself. Right. 9 times out of 10 I mess that dodge up completely. Oh well. It says harvest the corpse with a tool. Well, I've already done that once, but I think we need to get something a bit more sustainable. Yummy. Now it's saying unlock the primitive cook knowledge. Okay. So, first things first. We'll put our bedroll here. Oh, nice rawhide bedroll. That's blocking spawn points. And now I've got to learn how to cook. I do that. Make a campfire. Put the campfire down. Bung the wood on. And then cook the meat. Cook the meat in our microwave bonfire. See how fast it's cooking? Right. Super. Now what's it say? Enjoy a cooked meal. Oh, eat a cooked meal. Yum. And because we've gone this far, we should be able to check out the flame in the east again. So I'll pause it here because it's got to check something out. It won't be too long. Okay, that's okay. Coffee cooked. Coffee's cooked. No, I was making coffee. I forgot it was the machine was going. Right. Where was it? Oh yeah, that's right. We're out of render range. So by rights, we should be able to sort of have a look in here again. Or put it another way, it's one good thing about starting in the southeast. You can visit this place periodically till the cows come home. Ooh. Oh look, ready? You found a dictionary. Fillet it, but we already know that, so. Right, now what we got? Oh! Pickaxe, nice. Iron bar, gold bar. Right. Oh! What am I doing there? Yeah, I don't really want steel bars. Okay. So. Let's see if we can get down here again properly. So what's next? J. Oh, warrior. Let's claim our reward for that. Warrior. Dodge. Dodge is right. It is left alternate. You can do that. Or if you're quicker, you can dodge to the side. Trouble is, the NPCs tend to do that a lot too, so that's a bit wicked. And you get your daggers out, and this is a kick. It counts as a kick. It's a defensive backflip, but we can't do that because we've got to use our clonker. We've got to target lock an enemy. However, there don't seem to be any, unless we can get hold of the guy hanging around by our campfire. I'll say the guy, the deer. There you go. Oh, hello, dear. Ha 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 ha. Perform a heavy attack. That'll do. And now you know why we left the campfire out. I wish she'd watch her toes when she does things like that. Right, that goes there. Right, now I've got to cripple something. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's this guy here. Okay, here, doggy, 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 whistle, 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 Fido, Bowser, Towser. And he's gone. Wow. Next part of the journey. Oh, alright. Survival shelter. Now look, you've done a very good job with that pike, but we don't need it anymore. Ah. Unlock the apprentice mason knowledge. That's that one. Alright, we'll learn that and that too. And we'll learn the same in wood. Hooray. Cut a tree down. What have you just done? You smacked it with your bloody pike, mace, didn't you? Can't take her anywhere. Right, that says craft a construction hammer. Oh. Oh, we've gone up another level. So we might as well learn fences and fence maker. Yay! But we're not going to build anything just yet. Oh, hello. He's back. Because, like I said, we went out of render range again, I assume. So therefore, I'll climb up here a third time. And what we got this time? We got punching daggers, Sumerian battle axe, a pickaxe. Now what the hell, have a spare? The rest can do one. Right. Yeah, I know. Right. Pickaxe. Now the next thing we've got to do, attributes, up to 9. So all this is sort of basically exploiting the hell out of the flame in the east. And then what we've got to do is head back to where our bedroll is. And we just, everything goes in the inventory. Spare meat, wood, and the campfire. And that. So if we die now, we're screwed. Anyway, one more thing I've got to do. Part of it says the next thing you've got to do is drink your coffee. But yeah. Go on, you can do it. Hey! Yeah, we'll get some coal. And while we're at it, you'll get some wood. I do love that improved quality of life. It just gives you a few extra little bits. Yeah, got extra character customization. Plus you get things like the countdown, the cooldown systems on how sated you are and everything. Yada, yada, yada. Alright. So let's build a foundation. Well, we're not going to do that just yet. Because I want to learn how to make boxes. I also... You can't be kidding me. Hold on. Now, this one is going to be for stone and anything else I dig up, but not coal just yet because we're going to use that for something else. Actually. This one will be for wood and bark. And resin. Keep forgetting I've got a pickaxe now. The hell? So basically I'm going to have a box of stone and things I dig up with a pick. wood and its derivatives. This can be anything that comes off of plants or animals, i.e. my biological box. This would be for weapons and other odd things that we may or may not want. Hold on, that's wrong. Yeah, this would be for spare weapons that we may or may not be using. Spare weapons and tools. Right. And what have the gods of RNG given us? Yeah. 500 wood. And 500 branches. Excellent. Now, because I've got a pickaxe, I don't have to worry about having to repair anything. I just know I'm going to get a lot of bark and resin eventually because of the way it works on trees, but still, that I'm going to call that here. I haven't even built our foundation yet, but we will. So anyway, this is Morag. That's my basic first, I was going to say first 10 levels, but it's not quite, first 9. I just want to get that, I just want to get to level 10. Sometime today would be nice. Okay, now we're talking. Efficient harvest. And we'll just test this out. There we go, see that? Unbelievable. Look. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right then, so now we're level 10. Huzzah. Off camera, I'm going to be gathering a hell of a lot more wood, a hell of a lot more stone and other bits and pieces, but I will also be making periodic visits to the flame in the east. Hang on. Come on, Morag, smile for the camera, you miserable cow. Right. Right. So yeah, that'll do for episode 1. That's just basically how I like to get things started. Off camera, like I said, I'll do a lot of gathering and maybe we'll start building, but I'm not going to build a very big base because I don't intend staying around here for long. So I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.